Go.
Like, if you didn't read the syllabus, like, there were things you didn't even have to do if you read the syllabus. Like, if you were doing extra work, like that.
Oh yeah, the syllabus is your foundation.
Today I will be doing a speech about how to make Tiropitas. Growing up, I was always into eating different foods. I never ate things for lunch such as corn dogs or French fries. Instead, my father would make me things like pastizo, which is a Greek lasagna, or Tiropitas, which is cheese pie. Growing up, he would make these dishes with his grandmother, and they spent a lot of time in the kitchen together, which gave them a special bond. And growing up, I too made these dishes in the kitchen with my father and my older sister, and we now share a special bond with that as well. Today, I wanted to tell you how I make Tiropitas. Making Tiropitas is taking a step outside of your comfort zone with culturally making different dishes. I think it's very important to make different dishes than you're used to because it gives you a way to see how others live and how their culture is. Every culture can be so different and so abstract that one thing remains the same, and that's how that everyone needs to eat. So I feel as though that is the most common way to get to know others' cultures. I have not ever learned professionally how to make tiropitas. However, my father made them all his life, and his grandmother made them all her life, so that's pretty professional to me. Tiropitas is a dish that's unique to the United States, but not very unique to Greece. It's very common, and many people have these ingredients in their fridges, just like we have milk and eggs in ours. First, I'd like to talk about how popular tiropitas is in Greece. Tiropitas is one of the most common dishes, as I said, because of how common their ingredients are and how easy they are to make. All Greek food is pretty time-consuming, so this is no different. But the rest of the ingredients are very easy to obtain. In a website of Food in Every Country in 2014, they stated that Greek cooking dates back to their ancestors, and that their traditional dishes, even their ancestors ate way back in ancient times. The recipes have not changed much. From the 1970s, I have this cookbook that I get my recipe from. It's Welcome to Greek Cooking, and the recipe that's in this book has been passed down from generation to generation since before this. And so even these are very, very old recipes. So they're tried and true for sure. Next, I'll tell you how to make the actual tiropitas. First, you'll preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and get out your phyllo dough and get it to start to defrost. It will be very crepe-like and can break apart very easily, so you will need to put a damp towel over it to keep it from crumbling. Next, you'll need to assemble your ingredients. First, you have your pound of phyllo dough, 3 to 5 eggs, 1 pound of feta. Feta is a hard Greek cheese, 1 pound of cottage cheese, and 1 pound of butter. You will mix the cottage cheese, the feta cheese, and the 3 to 5 eggs, depending on the consistency. The consistency needs to be about a liquidy consistency with a few chunks of the cheese in it. You will need to mix that with an electric mixer and get that to, like I said, with the chunks. And the next, you'll need to clear off a large space, large enough that you can spread out your large piece of phyllo dough. It will come like this. And you will need to section off strips about 2.5 inches in length, or in width. Like I said, very crepey. And you will spread it with lots of butter. The more butter, the better, my dad always says. And take about a half a tablespoon of batter and put it at the edge of the strip. You will take the corner of the strip and fold it over so it makes a triangle, and continue to do that until you run out of strip. You place that in the pan, like so, and once it's full, you put it in the oven for about half an hour, or until it's about golden brown. It's best served hot, but it's still pretty good warm. Traditional Greek cuisine is not one that many know about being in traditional American culture, because not many know this recipe. And if you don't know this recipe, it's very hard to think about and look up. Now that I have shown you all a little more about this culture and the Greek culture and how to make tiropitas, I hope that you are inspired to reproduce this recipe on your own, and I hope that you may even share a special bond with someone who's special in your heart like I have. In my interview with my father, John Thodas, he said that Greek cooking is not hard. It's really easy, actually. It just takes a lot of time patience and a lot of butter usually, anyone can make a good Greek dish.